Based off feedback from providers over the past few months, we've made an adjustment to how rate cards are handled within Slotted. The main question that we would get is, do I need to load rate cards? You do need to load rate cards, but the key thing that people need to understand is that nobody sees those rates. Brands cannot shop those rates. Those rate cards are there for your team to not start from scratch every time you create a proposal. So it is in your best interest to get your base rate cards uploaded, and that just makes that process of creating that RFP faster. So once you're into your profile, you'll see your account, you'll see account settings, and you're going to want to go to your rate card screen. And now we've consolidated the contract rates, so the rates for the work that's happening within the facility, and the rate cards, which are your parcel rate cards, into one view, and they're tabbed out. So under contract rates, you now can create contracts specific to each location, which is an improvement from the first version of Slotted that we had out. And you have the ability to create as many as locations you have, and you can also create multiple ones per location. So let's say you have tiered pricing, or you have pricing for someone that's a B2B client versus a D2C client, and you're only focusing on one of those channels for them, you can have those as well. You can edit any contract that you have in there, and we now also have the ability to include SLAs. So what you can do is we have a few pre-populated options that you can select: pallet storage, bin storage, self-storage. Or if for whatever reason you wanted to create your own, you can create the rate name, put in the base, identify that unit of measure, a description that's there, and the frequency is to when it would be billed. For that, you also can add in seasonal pricing, volume tiered pricing, or duration-based pricing if you want things to scale at different points in time during peak seasons, or after a pallet has aged for a period of time, or anything like that. So what we've really focused on is allowing ultimate flexibility and customization for providers to put pricing proposals together in a way that they would prior to using Slotted. Once you have those, you can see exactly what those rates are that you've put into the system. They're grouped into sections such as storage rate, inbound rate, outbound rate, and labor management rates. And then we have some value added services that come here as well. And the reason why we've separated the value added services out is because those can be difficult within the system to apply directly to historical shipments. So we want to make sure we get everything that's there. And then as we're building it to help you understand what this potential opportunity will look like from a cost or revenue perspective, but then we also want to have these additional value added services there that you can add in, and then you can adjust so that you are showing all of your rates transparently to the brand that you're submitting the proposal to. Once you have that there, you'll go ahead and save that, and then you'll move over to your SLA configuration, where you're able to identify what your SLAs are that you want in that contract for things such as on-time fulfillment, order accuracy, inventory accuracy, invoicing, and receiving speed. And once you have those configured, that will then come across in the proposal that you're giving as well. We give some definitions so that people understand what that looks like, and we give you the ability to adjust those targets. Now, the next question that we get is, hey, I price every single one of my opportunities unique because every single opportunity is unique. I love to hear that. That's exactly why we built Slotted the way we did. The purpose of having these rate cards in here as a base holder is really just to help with that efficiency. But you have the ability, when you go into any individual opportunity that you're creating a proposal for, to adjust that rate card off of the base one that you select, or you can create that opportunity's pricing from scratch. Our goal here is to listen to the feedback that we receive from providers, make sure that we are setting the system up to allow those providers to transparently and accurately display how their pricing model works and how their service is for that brand and for that opportunity that they're pricing against.